All right, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Restart CBD YouTube channel. My name is Sydney, and I'm one of the founders of the business. And today we're talking about Muscimol. So before we get into it, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and let's talk details. All right, you've heard of psilocybin, right? Okay, you've heard of psilocybin. Now, have you heard of Muscimol? This compound is found in the Amanita mushroom, and it offers unique effects and is legal in many places. The keyword is legal, okay? Psilocybin is not legal, Muscimol is, and we're gonna dive into a deeper conversation as to how it's legal. So first things first, let's talk about what is Muscimol. So it's found in the Amanita Muscaria mushroom and also found in the Amanita pantheria. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly, but it's something that is found in two different types of mushrooms. The primary psychoactive compound is actually not psilocybin, which is how it's legal. Muscimol works on the GABA receptors in our body, unlike psilocybin works on serotonin in our body. Some of the effects include sedation, lucid dreaming, euphoria, and some altered perception. So how does Muscimol work in our bodies? It converts from something called ibotenic acid to Muscimol when it's dried or heated. It acts as a GABA A antagonist, which helps you relax and gets you to like more of a dreamlike state. It's also been known to give you a little bit different reaction than psilocybin, which is more, I would say Muscimol gives you more like a hypnotic state and less like hallucinogenic feeling. So I think one of the biggest questions people have is it legal? And the answer is yes, but only in some states. So there's actually no federal restriction on Muscimol in the US, which unlike psilocybin, which is completely illegal, except they're doing some tests and research on psilocybin, but that is like a whole nother topic. Psilocybin is considered a Schedule 1 drug versus Muscimol, again, which is not regulated and there's no really restrictions in the US right now. It's legal in most states and it's also legal in most countries, but you definitely need to check your local laws, check your states, check your countries to see if it's available and what those legalities are. So most people sell them in capsules, gummies, chocolates. We at Restart actually just introduced a magic mushroom option, which is just the title of it, but it contains Muscimol and Delta-9. No psilocybin is in our product. And if you've already tried these, definitely let us know. But this is just a recent addition because it's just another way to use plants as medicine, to use plants as a little fun. And it's a legal way to also just try it out and have an alternative to what you're typically used to on the market. And a safe way to consume. Besides just, is it legal, is why is it legal? How is it legal? So it's not classified as a controlled substance, which is why it's legal. So it's not controlled by the DEA. There's just lack of recreational abuse with Muscimol. I don't know personally if it's due to the facts that people haven't researched it, maybe people don't know about it as much, or it's not as popular as psilocybin. But because of that, Muscimol has kind of skirted under the radar and it's more easy to obtain and use in a very legal way. And you're going to get similar results from it. It is marketed as a sleep aid and nootropic, so it avoids typical drug regulations. It wouldn't be an EDU conversation without talking about some of the side effects and risks that are involved. So I want to be very clear, very transparent about that because it is something that you want to consume not at your own risk, but just make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. So some of the side effects can include dizziness, nausea, a little bit of confusion, depending on how much you take, but that's typically found in much higher doses. What you don't want to do is consume a raw Amanita mushroom. The raw mushroom itself is actually toxic. Muscimol, when extracted out of the Amanita mushroom, that is not toxic. So definitely, if you're in the wild and you come across an Amanita mushroom, do not consume it, okay? That's why there's tests. That's why this is more regulated. That's why we get our tests third party from people to make sure there's no toxins, to make sure that it's safe to consume. My best safety tips on if you're wanting to try Muscimol for the first time and wanting a trusted source are for sure to, one, start with a low dose, just like you would with cannabis, just like you would with anything else. Start at a low dose and go slow. So it definitely is different from psilocybin dosing. I would say lower doses are in the range of maybe 2 to 5 milligrams. So definitely start there. This gummy in particular has 20 milligrams of Delta-9 THC plus 10 milligrams of Muscimol. So if you want to start at a lower dose, I would say cut this gummy into a quarter and see how that works in your body. And then if you want to feel more, you can go up in quarter doses, but definitely it's just a different feeling than Delta-9. So you always want to make sure you're starting low. And tip number 2 is finding a reputable source. So if you've already know us, you trust us, welcome, happy you're here. If you don't know who we are, definitely check out our webpage because we have blog posts, we have COAs on our website, and that is because you're just going to buy from a reputable place who is testing their products. So whether it's us, whether it's somebody else, just make sure you're doing some research on the brand itself and where you're getting it from and where they are sourcing it from. And lastly, just like with most drugs, is you want to consume it in a safe and comfortable environment. So if you're consuming something for the first time, it's best to do it at home when it's quiet. You're not going to have to wake up for work the next day. Maybe it's a weekend, you're chilling. Maybe you have someone you trust in your inner circle who can be there with you. So besides just going low and going slow, besides just finding a reputable source, you want to have like the setting set right. So try not to be stressed. Try not to overthink it and be in a place that you feel really, really comfortable in. I'm not gonna lie, this is something very, very new to me. I've only ever tried these products of ours like a handful of times, and how I felt on it was just like I described it, was a little bit more tired, but more lucid, I'd say. I just felt more happy, more giggly, and it was a different giggle sesh than just THC alone. So I personally really enjoyed it. I started with a really low dose, about a quarter of the gummy, and had a great time, had a good night's sleep. From personal experience, it was really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. It just depends on the individual, but I think the recap here is if you're curious about it, if you want to try something new, definitely check out the website, read more about it, brush up on Amanita in general, brush up on Muscimol, and this is just one more educational video, but also just purposeful in the sense of giving you my personal experience with it. So that's really it. Again, I'm more like the cannabis side of things. I understand it and I know how it works in my body. Muscimol is relatively new. So if you guys know more about it and want to give more insight in the comments, I encourage it. I welcome it. I definitely want to hear your insight and feedback on your personal experiences, and would love to create a nice, safe, fun environment down there. What I don't want to see, hopefully, is a lot of shade and negativity in the comments, because it's just an educational platform and I really want to see us just understanding the plant a little bit more. So yeah, if you have any feedback for us, definitely let us know. If you enjoyed this video and got some insight on it and you felt like your questions were answered, please make sure to comment and like this video. And again, if you want to try these products for yourself, I mean, we obviously sell them. So on our website at researchcbd.com, you can shop, you can ship, we need curbside pickup, or you can come see us in store, ask all the questions. Our team at the shop, I will say, are like mushroom guys and gals. Like, they know so much and you can ask them anything and they're going to be able to help you out or direct you and help you find the answers that you're looking for. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you gained some insight as to what Muscimol is and why we're offering it. And if you enjoyed it, again, happy you're here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.